What's going on YouTube? We've got an epic unboxing to do. It's so big I can't even fit at my light booth. But first, let's take a look at what I think the best deal on a silver round is today. So this is one of the silver rounds I always track from Monument Metals. It's probably always the best deal. They always have it in stock, and it's cooler design than the Sunshine Mint generic rounds or other generic rounds like Acai or whatever else that you collect. So, or the Buffalo ones. The Buffaloes are so boring. So, and there's a lot of counterfeits. This one, they're not counterfeiting, at least as of yet. So, based on spot today, 2360, you can get a tube of these for $2.64 over spot, which is by far the best deal. And if you spend over $1.99 or more, you get free shipping. This appears to be a really good deal, but because spot is pretty high up, that ends up being $525 roughly for a tube with free shipping, and if you're in a state with no taxes. However, I've been tracking this particular round for a while because I bought a tube of it around the time that it was the cheapest. Back in September 6th, it was $21.33 per round, which is basically almost $100 cheaper back on June 6th of last year. So I know a lot of channels are saying hey, premiums are really down, this and that, but kind of doesn't matter if spot's kind of high, even though spot did drop dramatically this morning and it kind of recovered a little bit. So I still think we're pretty far away from ever seeing $426 for a tube of silver. Or 21 bucks a round. But I mean, if you find something like that, grab it. Something like this in the store is probably being sold at a generic price, probably closer to 28 bucks, at a local coin shop. So anyways, let's get back to, let's get to the unboxing video. And just again, wanted to share this around with you in case you guys are looking for something to stack. All right, I think we're going to start with the smaller packages. We'll just kind of do one at a time. I have not opened these yet, and some of these actually might be video games, so I apologize to my coin channel people. But not everything I buy to resell is coin related. So I got into getting some video games, and the reason is I found an Xbox, the original Xbox One, the very first Xbox that came out, something I purchased back in the day, and I think I got it from eBay for like 10 bucks. There was a time where I used to purchase systems just to kind of get another system going when I used to play it. And anytime you get stuff like this, packaging like this, if you are a reseller, you definitely want to recycle it. So be a little careful opening this stuff. And if this is one of the sealed games, I don't want to ruin it. But I can reuse this packaging by just cutting out like this to ship an actual coin. So yeah, this is a sealed copy of Shrek 2 Platinum Hits. That's what it sold for, looks like, at Best Buy back in the day. I'm going to keep this one sealed. It's just a game that I used to play with my 3 daughters when they were younger. And I thought it was cool to be able to get an actual sealed game. So anytime you look at sealed games, you want to see if it's originally sealed, and obviously having the retail sticker on there from Best Buy from back in the day is pretty cool. So something like this is something to purchase and buy right now. Video games are kind of light, especially the Xboxes, and something like this will probably be worth $50, maybe $100 in the near future. Obviously, Shrek is a very popular character. Shrek 2 is one of the more popular movies. And I think it'll be something to resell for a profit. So you are able to find pretty decent deals on Xbox right now, while the other video games are more red hot, like GameCube and older PlayStation and other things like that. So that's completely random. Like I said, this is not going to just be all coins in this video. And again, sometimes I'll find some in the basement. I'll be like, oh, I want to complete it. Or actually, I really wanted to buy some games to test out the Xbox system. I did purchase I had to buy some bands to repair my Xbox system because the disk drive wasn't opening correctly, and I ended up buying like 5 of these for whatever. Yeah, I got 5 of them for a couple bucks. So if I run across any other Xbox systems, I can repair them. Let me grab it here. This is what an original Xbox looks like for you younger guys that watch my videos, or you guys that are my age, like in the mid 40s. This was the thing to get back in the day. This was the best of the best, and that's when Microsoft decided to enter video games. But basically what this is just a video game computer inside that plays DVDs and obviously plays video games. But and a lot of people like to hack them and whatnot. They're really heavy. I still have the original box for mine. So again, I'm just trying to piece together a system, whereas I sold all those parts like over 10 years ago. But seriously, like, it might have been like 15 years ago. But now I'm like starting to grab the games again, just so I can have them. And I think it's going to be a pretty good play later on. All right, well, here's a cool item. I'll probably do a completely separate video on this. I actually did buy this from a coin shop on eBay, and this is one of those ST Dupont lighters. It is officially gold-plated, so it's real. There's a whole bunch of videos online that'll show you how to spot a real one from a fake one, but typically what you want to look at are the stampment marks. These are hand stamped. This one's probably from possibly the 70s, mid 70s. And I already had purchased a bunch of flints. So I'm going to probably do a separate video on just getting this one to fire. And yeah, that doesn't even turn. That's not a good sign. So this might be a parts only one, but I'll play around with that in a separate video. But anyways, got this a really good deal on it. Anytime you get one of these for under $100, and if you fix it up and you get it to work, easily can get double your money to $200. But you do have to invest in buying the flints, getting a special adapter that you can buy the butane pretty cheap. Like here's the butane that I use, but you have to buy like the special adapters and do some research to figure out. You unscrew this and put that in there, but. Anyway, something I like these lighters. I don't know. I think it's because when I grew up, I think my father had one of these, and other people that smoked cigarettes back then would use these, and they'd have a nice chime too when you open it. This one doesn't have that, so the newer ones, they make it a distinctive like ting when you open it. This one doesn't have the ting, but still has the look, and I just like. I don't know, for some reason I like restoring these to get them to work. Get something that's been dead for all these years and get it back out there in the real world, and someone else will enjoy it. So that was really cool that came in today. Again, I thought that was a coin package. And the way I'm opening these is obviously... Oh, that's probably not the best way to open it. So again, one of probably the best first games that came out from Xbox was Fable, and pretty hard to find one of these in decent shape. Let's check out the disc itself. Yeah, it's probably been reconditioned back in the day, but again, we'll use this as a test disc to make sure my system works, and one daughter probably enjoyed playing it because she played it as a kid. So that's a good, cool game. Probably one of the top games from Xbox that came out. Shrek 2 is not one of the top games, but that's just a personal favorite of my kids. So, and I used to play with them because it's actually a 4-player game. Well, that one I didn't even open in front of you guys, but I just did it in my hands. So this was one of the first games that used to come with the Xbox. This is what really got Xbox sales, and this game was revolutionary. I remember playing the actual demo at the local Best Buy on my lunch break, and me and some older guys at the time, like I was in my 20s, these guys were in their 30s. We definitely enjoyed playing this. This disc looks perfect, and it's cool that it has the owner's manual. So happy to have this particular game, again, to test the system, but this is a must-have if you purchase an original Xbox. I'm pretty sure these play on the newer Xboxes. And then I stopped doing the Xbox thing when the Xbox 360 came out, and then I completely stopped gaming. It was just, dude, it was so much time wasted. Like, if I would have spent all my money on silver and gold back then, I'd be way better off than I am today. Even though, like, what I am today is not bad at all. But, oh, sorry. Again, I keep opening these ahead of time. So let's see what's in here. Oh, these. Yeah, I'll probably be doing a video on this too because it's probably been a while since someone. So I'm going to be replacing the controller modules or the joysticks, and these are actual original joysticks for that. So a lot of times on the older Xbox controllers, these are the first things to get worn out. They get all beat up. So I'm going to do an actual new video on that. So it'll be a very nice, detailed, in-depth video to kind of update what's out there on YouTube, because the videos that are out there now, it's like dudes that like did this 7 years ago, and honestly, guys, the videos look pretty grainy. As funny as that sounds, like, dude, you can make a better video with your own camera, or your camera, yeah, on your phone, than you could actually having a dedicated movie camera 8 years ago. All right, so this is the trick when opening these small flat rate boxes. So a lot of times guys will tape it here, which is fine. So you just take a razor blade to the tape line, and then here a lot of times there's some tape. Yep, there's some tape there. And then what you can do is you can just take your razor blade and then you just go across it like that, and then this whole flap will come out, and then you can dump the contents. Not sure what this is. Just checking the box, making sure there's nothing else in there. All right, this is weird. I don't know what this is. I think it's coins. It's like weird. You know, this reminds me of like opening up, you know, you get a brand new printer cartridge. Oh, yeah. Wow, this guy did a really nice job. All right, so this is about going to be some nice Silver Eagle bullion. I already know what this order is. You like wrapped it up like a present. It's so nice. I like when sellers care like me. Like, this is a really good job. Check it out. All right, let's see what we got here. So the first one is a 1997. That is one of the key dates, not like the key date, but I would say it's a semi key date. These coins are really cold too. It's very cold here in Illinois. So, but overall, really nice. 1997. I got a really good deal on all of these. So even though like spot has dropped, I got all these for under $30 each. I'm not gonna tell you exactly, but anytime you can get semi key dates, like you can't, like you go, say you go into your retail coin shop and like you're like, hey, I want a 1997. Dude, they ain't selling it to you for under $30. Probably closer to 40, 45, depending on the example. So put those on top of the thing, and then these are okay. These type of holders. This is more of the generic like BCW ones or whatever, but I don't like to use those when I store my coins. I'm kind of picky and weird. I actually like prefer these. These are the Mylar guardhouse holders. So if you're ever curious, if you buy from me, this is the actual Mylar holders that I purchase. I get them in packs of 200, which really is just two 100 packs taped together, and I always get the inserts so I can write on my coins. In the back I write when I bought it. I don't do a cost average for my inventory. I actually do individual per coin inventory, so I know what profit I made. I put on there who the seller was in case the seller ever wants to deal with me again. Some of the sellers deal with coins all the time. Others, they'll just be like, hey, I'm getting rid of my personal stack or whatever, and it's like a one-time thing. But I always keep track of who I buy from, because sometimes when I'm bored and I'm looking for a deal, I'll just reach out to a seller and say, hey, I bought some American Silver Eagles from you. Do you got any more? Or do you know anyone that has any more? A lot of times though, like if you don't sell that on eBay, like, dude, you have no idea like what eBay charges. So sometimes people, like, I'll notice like they'll give like a really good deal, and then like the next time they go to sell something, they'll jack the price up because then they realize like how much eBay actually took from them. Especially if you're not a store, it could be well over 10% per item. So like if you're selling something for like $30, eBay's taking $3, and then you're paying shipping, which is like $3. Like, dude, what are you really getting at the end of the day? So it's important to price your stuff out accordingly, and practice makes perfect, as they say. But this particular one is a good collection. Like I said, I'm into each one of these for under $30. Guy did an awesome job wrapping each one. So check out these prices. This is so cool. And that's probably what the price was in 94. Like, this probably was not a big deal at all. It's actually cool to, like, I hate these holders, but I can tell like this particular seller, like this was in a stack. Like this guy had it set aside somewhere. It's nicely sealed. Like, dude, even the staples are all janky, but like that was the going price at one point in time for 1994. 94 is definitely a semi-key date as well. They didn't make a ton of these, and this is a beautiful example. So like if I were to send this in to get graded, let's say I'm into this coin for under $30. I send it to get graded. I pay like whatever, $20-25 to get it graded. I get an MS69. I'm not making any money. I get an MS70. It's probably worth like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So that's the gamble you play. So a lot of guys will just be like, they'll collect these, or they'll try and find these diamonds in the rough. But I can already tell, like, even though this looks really good through the camera, with my naked eye, there's like stuff going on, and it could be this holder. You know what? You guys can get mad at me, but I'm cutting these out of the holders. I can't stand these holders. They just, like, dude, there's just like too much bacteria and dirt and rust that can happen with the staples. They're cool, like if you have like an organization method and that's how you like to do it. Like, this is the cheapest way to do it, but I think they're gross. If you're a reseller, I used to like kind of keep these or keep them in there and something, but like, I don't know. I think they're gross. It looks way cleaner. Throw that away. Looks way cleaner to put the coin in a brand new, fresh Mylar holder, put the little writing behind it with the insert right behind it, call it something, and just get it categorized that way. And that way, like, the coin isn't further getting gross with the cardboard around it. I don't know, maybe that's a little OCD style, but like, look how much nicer this looks. And it's probably dirty, from being in that thing for a while. But again, this definitely would be an MS69 because there's some stuff on the shield, although that could have been from the plastic. And the plastic on those old cardboard holders is fine. Like, that's Mylar as well, but it's just like so thin. Dude, it doesn't protect your coin at all. All right, let's check out this next one. So 95. 95s aren't as rare. It is common to see that spot right there. That's called milk spots. So again, that's normal. And guys, like, if you like to keep them in these holders, great. But I like to hold them in my hand. Yeah. So that might come off with some, I would never like dip a coin or anything like that. Like, that's stupid. I don't even own any of that stuff, but I do have like a jewelry cleaner that I use to clean jewelry, and it just like throws like subsonic bubbles at it, and it's just Dawn dish soap and some distilled water. I don't touch the coin with any brushes or anything like that, but sometimes that can remove old staining like that. So this one might, that stuff right there might end up coming out, because that actually doesn't look like milk spotting. That just looks like dirt. Dirt from back in, now that looks like milk spotting right there. But this right here, that just looks like dirt. But I would never, guys, like, I'd never recommend touching your coin with towels, rubbing anything. Like, absolutely never rub your coins. Unless you have like your lucky penny or something in your pocket and you rub it all the time. Like, don't like brush or do anything. So check that out. A 1996 for $8.50. That is a key date, guys, and everyone knows that those are at least 45, 50 bucks all day long. So that's pretty funny that that's $8.50. Oh well, throwing that one in the garbage. And the 96s are notorious for having spotting. So having spotting on your 96, I mean, there's even 96s that are rated MS70 sitting in holders that are worth thousands, and they have milk spots on them. So the coins ended up milk spotting after NGC or PCGS or Annex or IGC gave them a Mint State 70. This would never be a 70 just because it has hits on the sun right here. But other than that, beautiful coin. Really nice, and it's got, you know, original toning on the edge, but you know, this hasn't been sitting in a cardboard holder with coloring on it and turning all kinds of funky colors, nor has it been stored in an album. Very, very nice example. Good luck finding one of these under 30 bucks. It doesn't exist. So again, now hopefully you guys are understanding why I picked up this collection from this guy. Here's a 93. 93s are kind of semi-key as well. Again, another ridiculous $8.50. It's so funny to me, like seeing that, and you know that's original, because if it was not original, people would put all kinds of weird prices. Like they'll get like these, they'll put them in these holders, and then my favorite are like the sellers that write all over the side. Like they'll put like gem BU, key date. They'll put like $99.95, you know, as the purchase price. So you as the buyer thinking like, wow, this coin's worth $99.95, and the guy's only asking like 40 bucks. What a bargain. It's so fake. So I like actually seeing these original holders with these original prices that look like a actual dealer put that on there back in the day. So obviously this guy picked up all these back when silver was cheap. So let's take a look at this one. It's got a toning spot up here, which is fine. That's not going to deter from the value, and this is a beautiful 1993. So far, so good. All of these are awesome. They look great, and I know in the video, like, my coins tend to look too good to be true, but this is a super magnetic neodymium magnet. I don't really have anything magnetic. All my coins are real. Hold on. Oh, here. So just to show you like how powerful this magnet is, you know, obviously my razor blade's not made of silver or brass or whatever, but that just shows you how powerful it is. So, you know, it's always a good idea to test all your coins. You know, make sure they're not magnetic. I remember one time I freaked out because I thought my coin was magnetic, because I was testing the proof coin inside a US Mint holder, and then I realized the part that was magnetic is there was a piece of metal inside the old US Mint holder itself. So I'm like, man, someone sold me a fake coin. It's totally magnetic, and it really was just the metal that was inside the US Mint box. So that doesn't stop there. So if you notice, there's two boxes in here, and this is like the killer part of the deal. And again, I bought this on eBay. It's not a secret. Was I the first guy to see it on eBay? Yeah, probably. Was I checking at just the right time and this guy just hit the submit button? Yes. Does this guy sell a lot of stuff? No. He only had 2 other items for sale at the time. So again, he's probably just like, hey, I gotta get rid of my collection. My local coin shop's probably giving me whatever, or I don't want anyone to deal with it, and you just want to sell it on eBay and be protected. So check this out. Proof coin. These are how the proofs used to look. $29.95 was the price of this proof coin. All right, let's see what the year is. Beautiful, 1999. Wow. And you use these little tabs here to pull it up. So let's take a look at the reverse. And oh man, this is so awesome. Like seeing this, and I know it's not exciting for some of you guys that have plenty of proofs, but every time I see this proof American Silver Eagle, it's just like, I just go, ooh, my brain. Pretty cool. It's got the P for Philadelphia mint mark. So this was one of the proofs they made in Philly. If you notice too, there is no certificate of authenticity. However, I'm completely prepared. I do deal with another eBay reseller that is in the next state over at the state of Wisconsin. Bought a lot of stuff from him before. I actually highly recommend it. Here's his store here, Jesse James Rare Coins. Probably one of the better places to sell unique Silver Eagles. He's got like everything. So I'm like, hey man, you don't have it listed, but I know you have a certificate of whatever. I need one for $19.99. So he made me a deal. Like he had a listing for a dime on eBay. And he was cool enough to sell it to me. So again, it's just, you know, something we do as eBayers. So this was his actual listing. So I had to actually make a purchase, right? So I had to buy a coin from him for $3.95, which he ended up keeping because I needed this inside the package. So is it a little crazy to spend $3.95 for a piece of paper? Well, if you want to complete your 1999 proof set with a certificate of authenticity, the original US Mint box, these didn't come with sleeves, so this is how they actually come. Again, to get this under 30 bucks plus add $4. So maybe I'm into this coin at $33, but this is now a retail value of at least 85. And I know I could at least get close to 70 bucks for these all day long at my local coin shop. So if I didn't want to share this coin with you guys on eBay, I could simply just walk into my coin shop. I would make a profit on all of these, even these backdate ones. But especially on the proofs, like I'd actually make money on that. But again, I would rather take nice pictures, share this with the next owner, and then in the meantime, I make a little profit. I'm probably going to peel that off because that's tacky. And when I mean peel it off, like apply some heat and take it off carefully, not just like pick away with my finger in the cold and get a bunch of scrapes on there. So again, 1999 American Silver Eagle, beautiful, and it's got the certificate of eligibility that I had to purchase separate. All right, so let's take a look at this next one. This one does not have a price on it. The box is super clean. And let's take a peek here. Yep, and it does have the certificate of eligibility, or not eligibility. Why do I keep saying that? I get that mixed up with my veteran loans. This is a 1998. So obviously this guy was probably a teenager like me in the 90s, and this is maybe all the gifts that his grandpa or someone gave him. This is beautiful, man. This like has not been opened probably in over 20 years. You could just tell like when someone just like takes really good care of their stuff as I drop it. Look at that. That's beautiful. What a beautiful coin. And it looks like a little bit of hair. Yep, that's hair outside the capsule. This thing is flawless. So someone's going to be really happy when they buy this. So I like finding this kind of stuff. It gets me excited. I'll probably even put a comment in my listing as well saying, hey, if you're looking to grade and possibly get a mint state, or not a mint state, a proof state 70, like a perfect coin, like this is one that I would buy to send in to get graded. I'm done sending coins in to get graded, especially American Silver Eagles. Some guys like to create 70 proof sets, but this will be a really, really good purchase for someone looking to get something graded. Possibly this one as well. So very, very cool collection. All right, well, we're at 28 minutes. I still have 4 more boxes to unbox, so I'm going to call this video 1 of 2, and we'll get video 2 going on the next one. Appreciate you guys watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and please check out the next video. I really appreciate it.